Welcome to the start of the semester and the start of DBA 110, Introduction to Database Concepts. If you haven't already, and even if you have, I'd like to take the time to go over your starting objects with you and kind of just make sure that we navigate the class and that you are sure where you're going and you can remember where you need to go when you need to ask questions. Because again, I realize that different instructors do things different ways. Um, but this is kind of just your overview. And I've kind of set up things as a baseline. So when you get further on in the assignments, if you still have those questions, then you kind of can know where to come back and look for a reference. I am going to start with the syllabus. My view is in student view. So my screen should look like the screen that you see now that you are working. So I'm going to click on the syllabus. And to kind of break the videos up, I might do one at a time. So let's start with the syllabus. And of course, I'm not going to read every word. Want to give you my information, my office telephone number, and this is my Google Voice number, so that again we can have record when you call and record when we call back. I am located on the Dallas campus. My office is in CET 201C. Here is my Zoom office link. My student office hours, it says from 12:15 to 3:15, but again, I'm flexible for weekend support and evening support if you just let me know in advance. We're going to communicate through Blackboard messages only, so that's going to be the message link inside of Blackboard, and I'll show you that when we get there. And response time should be within one business day, and if anything else, then I'll let you know, or my department chair or dean will let you know. And here, when we talk about databases, we're going to emphasis is going to be placed on data dictionary. So we're going to be using Microsoft Access to achieve the task of data integrity, data modeling, create simple databases. When we our program outcomes for overall program is for here, and our learning outcomes within the course are here, and then they show you how they relate to the primary outcomes. But here we're going to use database terminology, um, talk about legal and security issues within technology, database systems. We're going to build reports, we're going to build forms, and a lot of the stuff that we're going to see early. You're also going to be starting with our first assignment is going to be building your database from scratch when we get into our textbook. This is just information telling you if you have a number of hours your course meet. And this is again a college standard. It's how much time you should be spending in the actual course itself. Our course is 3 semester hours. Our lecture hours are 2 per week. Your lab hours are 3 per week. So that just kind of accommodates for the material and how it will be covered in your time dedicated to it. Our course format is an all online course. Announcements, we'll have the course syllabus, course content will all be delivered using Blackboard. And then you have your Blackboard homepage. Our text in the course, and we'll go over that when we get back inside of the courses, you have inclusive access. You have inclusive access, which means that your text was delivered when you actually purchased that code for the course. So again, it was not separate, and we will review that in the inclusive access folder. When you need headphones, again, we'll have things that has audio and SAM, flash drive for storage, a webcam for virtual meetings, and Office 365. So our technology requirements, it gives you that information that discuss the policies and requirements of the college, and that information or these links is in that inside of that folder. Student technology resources, campus access. So upon paying for a course, you will be given access to your campus computer labs. Um, you'll have your acceptable use policy, and you'll get your GCID password from our Gaston College Technology Services. We have an attendance policy that is set by the college that is state mandated, which is where it's important that you make sure that you do your 10% folder. Instructor and class attendance policy. So here, our attendance policy we have online. Attendance will be taken online by submitting at least one assignment, one graded assignment per week. You'll have more than that to submit, but if you miss 2 consecutive weeks of modules during the semester without communication, you do risk being dropped from the course. The withdrawal process, if you choose to withdraw, make sure that that information gets to who it needs to get to in the registrar's office, and you will be given the time on your syllabus below as to when is the last day to withdraw, which this semester for this course is April 10th. We have assignments, which are hands-on projects. You'll have your exams inside of SAM is worth 25%. So you'll have your training and projects here. You'll have module quizzes, which will be worth 15. You'll have your discussion questions, which is worth 10, and then your final exams is worth 11% for a total of 100%. We're on a 10-point grading scale. Your makeup policy, students are given a 7-day grace period with a penalty inside of your Cengage assignments. Again, that's inside of Cengage assignments. That's built in automatically to Cengage, not necessarily your straight Blackboard assignments. Um, It says in some of your programs of study, you may earn a certificate as you progress toward completion. That means that maybe you have 8 classes that you need to complete for the degree, but you only have 4 classes, and those 4 specific classes that you've already taken already have a certificate that's built within it. So if you do earn a certificate, it'll be automatically posted to your official Gaston College transcript. We have our DBA 110 syllabus policy section, which is streamlined. Here, we'll go by your assignment schedule. Attendance, you're on attendance by taking information, your one graded assignment weekly. Late work, again, you have up to 7 days with a 20% penalty, nothing late after 7 days. And the Cengage assignments, grades are posted within 1 week. Grade questions. When you want a grade reviewed or an item looked at, I always need the assignment name, the part you are questioning, if you have the original grade, the points you believe you're accurate, and a brief description of what you see is wrong. The review doesn't guarantee the grade change, it just gives me enough information to do the needed research. Weekly reminders will be posted, you'll get announcements. Communication, all communication will take place through Blackboard messages. All meetings, we were using Zoom. I have to see if we're using Zoom or Teams this semester, and I will verify that with the course. So our Zoom meetings, request your meeting through Blackboard messages. Give me 3 possible times and tell me what we need to meet for. Like, what assignment are we using? That way, both of our times will be used efficiently, because as you can tell, we have a large number of assignments, so we want to make sure that we're meeting on the right one and neither one of us is scrambling on meeting time. So we have our assignment instructions. They're going to be due at 11:55 on Mondays this semester. Blackboard assignment can't be submitted late. The assignment schedule help you plan ahead. Always open the Blackboard folders for those detailed instructions. Final exam information will be posted at that time. If you have any ADA service, American Disability Services, we have a department that assists you with that. Make sure that you get the information that you need to get to your accessibility counselor, and they will provide that information to us confidentially. If you want to follow up to make sure that we received it, please feel free to do so. So you have your student development and support is committed to supporting your academic success. So again, make sure that you understand that we have a student success team, and we have tons of support on campus for things that students may experience. Students' behavior policy, again, we have a disciplinary policy that goes along with cheating and anything else. And Gaston College does have their own campus police that is assigned and has authority for Gaston College. Our program, our divisional dean. So we have information technology. Our chair is Ms. Kelly Henson, that's been here and supports our team great. She's a great communicator as well as our dean, Dr. Lisa Jures. And this is their contact information, and this is their contact email. So they're great supports and advocates for our department. And thus far, 24 students have viewed. I am going to stop the video here and start another section. Thank you for listening and reviewing. If you have any questions about this, please let me know.